Kia ora everybody, welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Amy, the colourist here at Amy Ward Art. I'm based in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and I am so glad that you have joined me today for June 2026 colouring plans. How the heck are we already heading into June? That's halfway through the year. That's like, no. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I was sitting down and just organizing some stuff and making lists as I do. And I realized as I was making a list of all the things that I had committed to coloring in June and all the things that I've kind of been sitting here wanting to color, but for one reason or another haven't gotten to yet. I had enough to basically film a plans video. I haven't been filming plans videos because a lot of what I've been coloring has just been, oh, I'm in the mood to do this specific thing, or I want to do this right now. So I haven't been doing plans. I've just kind of been going with the flow. But yeah, there's so much that I'm like, I want to do this, I want to do this. And I've also committed to quite a few different things for one reason or another. So I was like, okay, let's do a little plans video for you all today. And shadow has appeared just as we've started filming. Fantastic. So the first two that I have here are for complete book collabs. So this is where the whole book is being assigned to different colorists, and yeah, it's like a whole book collab, which is really, really cool. I've been seeing them do the rounds and becoming more and more popular, but I hadn't been able to join in any of them just because I wasn't in the right space mentally to commit to doing those pages. But we're doing a lot better right now. And so not only did I commit to one, I committed to two. So the first one is in Fragile Worlds by Kirby Rosearms. And this one is being hosted by Jazzy Doodle Designs. And we all know I love a Kirby. Kirby is one of my favorite illustrators, if not my favorite. Cat, yeah. I'm going to have to pause for 2 seconds and give him some treats so that he'll settle and then I can keep recording. We have some new treats that I've found. I have a sneaking suspicion that they're on clearance because of the price of them, so I need to go and get some more. But the chicken, cheddar, and catnip. He loves chicken. He loves cheese. So I was like, maybe he'll like these. And he really does. He tends to get a little stoned on them, which is perfect because then he eats them and then he goes to sleep. So yeah, he should be a happy cat in a few minutes. Yeah, so he's got his treats and now he's off the desk. He's happy. That's all he wanted. Anyway, back to Fragile Worlds. Yes, love, love, love Kirby. Super, super excited. So I had already done a couple in here, so I was like, oh. And I was really, really hopeful that I could get one of my choices. I sent through quite a few different choices. There's another one that I've done. But I actually got my first choice. Whoops, knocking a pencil sharpener. Which is the very last spread in the book before we get to all about the animals. And it's a double page spread, but it's the Galapagos penguins. I love, love, love this spread. So they are endangered. Galapagos penguins are the only penguin species that is found north of the equator. There are thought to be fewer than 2,000 of these animals left in the wild. They are threatened by pollution in the sea, getting caught in fishing nets, and by climate change. As well as this, there are a number of species that have been introduced to their habitat, such as dogs, cats, and rats that spread disease and act as predators. So yeah, I've committed to a double page spread in here. It's a little bit of a complicated one, but I think it'll be all right. I do love a Kirby. I do find he comes together really quickly. I've just got to decide what I'm doing for the spread and how I'm going to approach it. I love my ink tent, so I am tempted to do my inks as a base and then work with my polys on top, which is one of my favorite ways to color it. But I also love Gansai Tambi for water effects. I'm also like, oh, do I pull out the Gansai Tambi for the water part down here? And that could be a fun effect. Yeah. haven't decided how I'm approaching the page yet, but I'm excited either way. I'll need to look up some references and yeah. So that's Fragile Worlds. That's the first full book collab that I've committed to. And then the second one is run by Jess over at Colouring Bumblebee, and it is Romantic Country, the second tale. I was so gutted that I wasn't in the right space for the first one, so I was super excited when the second one was announced, and I really do hope we do the third one as well. But the second tale is actually quite a special book to me, and it's actually, I think, one of my favourite Aries. So yeah, I could have sent through like so many options, and I was very nervous because it opened, and I knew it would fill fast. It opened at like 4 o'clock in the morning for me, so I pre-drafted an email to Jess, and I woke up at 5 to send the email. I wasn't sending an alarm for it. I figured if it happens that I don't get in, I don't get in. That happens. But luckily, not only did I get in, I got my first choice, which I was absolutely stoked by. And that was because when I got up at 5, Jess had put up a community tab mentioning exactly what pages were left, which was my first choice. And I was like, oh, meant to be. So emailed Jess straight away and went, yep, I'll take it. And that's because it's the ballroom scene. I love this page. I understand why it was left because it's a very complicated page. But I love this page and I have a plan in mind. So some of y'all might recognize this from my dark fairy tales when I colored Cinderella, and I did this sort of dark gothic romanticy style theme. So lots of like purples and blues and golds and reds. I want to bring that same color scheme over here. Even though this is a bit more cartoony, I still think doing deep reds and violets and blues and gold is really going to pop. And so my plan for this one is actually to use a bunch of washi tape and paper craft. So I've already got a couple of photocopies, but I'm going to photocopy it a couple more times just to be sure, because once I start, there's no photocopying it. And I'm going to use a bunch of scrapbooking papers and washi tapes to do all the details of their clothes. So I'm going to be cutting these things out. I have a little bit of a color plan for the characters down the bottom here. And then I want to do lots of whites and golds for almost like the Palace of Versailles and the Hall of Millers, where it's all like golden. And yeah, so that's going to be the building. And then dark night sky behind here. I might even just pure black this out and keep it black. Just so that it's like not competing with all the details in here. I did think originally about doing Ganzo Tambi again, but I think I'm just going to pure black out the background and just keep that really plain because we're going to have a lot of detail in here. But yeah, I'm really excited for that one. It's going to be a little fussy. It's going to be a lot of fussy cutting, but I'm working with photocopies. So basically what it means is I can cut out the shape on a photocopy, stick it right side facing to the back of whatever paper I choose, and then cut around it like a stencil and then stick it in place. And then go on top with some pencils for shading and stuff like that. So yeah, should be a good one. I'm excited for how that one's going to look too. And so that's Romantic Country, the second tale, and the second full book collab that I committed to. And yes, it was another double page spread. Now, I also have my own colouring pages. Now, my mermaid page that I've been drawing is not in here. It's to the side because I'm planning on drawing some more on it later on. But the mermaid triple page colouring page that I have been working on, I want to finish drawing that. I want to get that inked and lined and out. That was meant to be out for Mermaid. I am running so behind on it. So I want to get that one inked, drawn, inked, and released. I also have the two that are currently released. This, of course, I colour these full size, so these ones are huge. You can see all my sketches and stuff and tests, prints and stuff. They all live behind. So I have finished doing Leaf Rider, but I want to finish the pencil work on Treetop Treats. So I want to get this one entirely coloured as well. Cat's just crawled up behind me. And then on top of that, I have quite a few other pages where I have actually sketched in the lines and I just need to ink. So that's another thing that I'd like to do. I would like to get quite a bit done of my colouring pages this month. So it's quite a big goal for me, is to release quite a bit to do with my colouring pages. I'm trying to get Shadow to settle down behind me. He's not settling very easily. I think that's all of them. No, those ones too. Okay, cool. Right, I have quite a few books here. And these relate to hashtags or groups that I am in. Because I have also, not only am I in a few groups, I've joined a few more groups. And this month I'm still not doing every group page, but I've agreed to do a few. I've joined a few new groups. So the first one on the pile. Oh my gosh, Shadow, stop it. The first one on the pile is 50 Zodiac themed miniatures. This, of course, is a hashtag by Jess from Colouring Bumblebee. I am I'm actually up to date with this. In fact, I'm a little ahead because I've done some bonus pages. Sneak peek. So next month should be the tiger, which I love the tiger. Oh, Shadow. You cannot be up here. I wonder if you need to go out. So the tiger, and then Chibi Gemini will be our two next month, I believe. So those are the two that I will be doing. Because I am technically a little sneaky ahead, I might also try and do the 5 elements. Yeah, and then once that one's done, I've done all like the title pages and these ones, and it's just literally the star signs. So yeah, so that's 50 Zodiac themed miniatures. I'm going to see if this cat wants to go out because he's being absolutely annoying, and we'll be back in a second. Don't get me wrong, love him, adore him, doing a colouring book based around him, colouring a colouring book based on him. My god, he was being annoying today. I just tried to get him off the desk and he was just about to knock over my paint water because he couldn't drink my paint water. He normally settles on the treats, but he's actually going into play mode, so I've just put him outside so he can go and play outside and burn off whatever's going on. Hey, okay. Next one, Capybara Cuties by Rob Parkinson. So I'm in a group for this one where we choose 2 pages per month and go ahead and colour them. This is another really easy colouring one, but it's getting really full, which is really cool to see. Now, the pages for this month haven't been chosen. Can't remember who is choosing them this month, but yeah, sneak peek. It's one of my favourite pages in the book, so yeah. I wonder if it's going to be that one because that's very summery, and I know it's yeah. Now I'm not sure which page it is, but once the 2 pages get announced, I'll mark those. I also haven't done this one yet. I just haven't been inspired to do anything about it. I might just do my good old classic rainbow. If in doubt, rainbow, red, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. It'll work. So yeah, we might just do some rainbow or something because I don't know what to do for that one. So yeah, I've also got to do that one. So we'll be aiming to do 3 pages in here, but these ones really don't take long. So not worried at all about that. And then I have joined a new group for A Frog's Tale. This was my very first RJ Hampson, so that was exciting to join. Now I've joined, the idea is that it's going to be a full book. I've joined having already done 2 pages, so I've already done Rest and Recreation and In Plain Air, all in the front half. I do have duplicates with a difference, so I can also go and do the back half. And then, oh, nope, sneak peek. That was this month's page with the group. The group has only been going for 2 months so far, so I have 1 page to catch up on, which is Flights of Fancy. And then once again, because I'm filming this on the 26th, which is the 25th for most people, a lot of people have still got to announce what plans they're doing and stuff like that. So I haven't seen what this month's page will be. But I mean, if by chance it is one of the ones that I've already done, because again, I'm coming in with 2 pages already done. If it's one of those, then I'll just focus on Flights of Fancy as my only one. And then if there's another one, well, we'll mark 2 of them. That's A Frog's Tale by R.J. Hampson. Home Sweet Home by Teresa Goodridge. I've been itching to do a Teresa Goodridge page. Now I might pull out other ones of her books, to be perfectly honest, but this is the one that I've got marked for the moment because there's this really cute nursery page, and it's like, oh, that's really cute. But I'm also in the Teresa Goodridge Facebook group, and there's a challenge this month to add a silhouette to a page. And I thought it would be really cute with this one to add a silhouette of like a parent. You know how you often see like a parent lifting up a child in the air? So that's kind of the silhouette that I want to add in here, like they're outside playing and it's, a toddler or a baby, or I'm guessing by the clothes we're going more toddler. I mean, that's pretty big for a crib, but I don't know. But yeah, I think this page is really cute. So I've marked that one, and that will mean I can actually participate in the group challenge. I don't always do the group challenges I often forget to check it, to be honest, because it's Facebook. But I do like participating if it lines up with what I want to do, and it just so happens that I've been really craving doing a Teresa Goodridge. So yeah, and I think Home Sweet Home, this is an untouched book for me, so it's always nice when I can work in an untouched one. Sorry, I've got a little bit of upset stomach today. There's been a lot of burping. Right, and then I have Little Folk by Christine Karen, and this has actually got a couple of different tags in it. So the first one that I've marked is the Whimsy Fairy Celeste. Now this one is actually for a new group that I've joined, which is a Christine Karen book, where every month a page is chosen from each of the folk colouring books. And so this month it's Whimsy Fairy Celeste. Now I have coloured this one in my Colouring Heaven one, and I didn't like how my Colouring Heaven one turned out, so I am excited to kind of do it again and hopefully do a better job of it. That being said, this isn't one of my favourite ones in the book, so I don't know. I love her, it's just the empty background. Maybe I'll just Ganzai Tambi it, make it look like bush. That might work. Anyway, so that's Whimsy Fairy Celeste for the group, and then I have another page marked in here that I'd like to do, which is this beautiful unicorn princess page, and that is because Ellie of Artie Ellie J is hosting their first hashtag, which is Junicorn 2026, about colouring unicorns in June. And I was just like, that is so clever. Like, we have mermaid, we have Fabry, we have space timber, Junicorn. It just works so beautifully. So yeah, I definitely would like to colour a couple of unicorns, and this is one of the pages that they pulled out in their video, and I was like, that is gorgeous. I need to mark that page instantly, and I've already got Little Folk on the plans, so yeah, I've added Unicorn Princess to the page. I can see this with so much glitter, so much sparkle. I actually want to see if I can talk to my mum into letting me borrow some of her dragonfly glaze, so maybe you can do like a bit of a shimmery close, or I know I can see a bit. I'm almost tempted to put little diamantes in the hair. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one for coloring on top of it, but I'll figure it out. And that other tag in there is for a page I completed this month. So yeah, Little Folk is getting a little bit of love next month, but I'm excited for that. I love the work. And then I have a couple books here where I have a page marked because of Junicorn, but then also I have other pages marked because I might want to colour in it. So I have Rainbow Rounds by Waronka Kalinska. Again, this is an unworked book for me, and I've been wanting to work in a mythographic, and so with the Junicorn, looking for some unicorns, I was like, oh, I bet you there's one in Rainbow Rounds, and I really want to colour in that book. And sure enough, there's this one here. I think I've done a technique before with crystals where I used the Gansai Tambi, so I think I might look at doing that again, and then maybe use like create a rainbow with like gel pens or something in the background and then just color in the details as usual. I'm not 100% sure, but I did just get gifted set 3 of the Gansai Tambi, which is really bright and is a rainbow color pack almost if I add in a pink from another set. So this is set 3. So we have basically red, yellow, green, another green, and blue. And then if I go to like set 1, we have a purpley pink, so I could add that in place of the green or something, because this goes like, these two go quite yellowy too. I don't know, I'll play around, but I can see doing a rainbow with these, because, you know, I feel like it needs a rainbow. Not sure, but that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. And then the other one that I've got marked in here, because I was also, you know, I'm going to look, when I was looking through for unicorns, I saw this flamingo page, which apparently I really like colouring flamingos. But the waterfall with all the water coming down, I was like, oh, it'd be really cool to do that rainbow with my Albert Duras, similar to how I did the rainbow water on my own colouring page in Leaf Rider. So similar idea with the rainbow waterfalls and the rainbow river. Taking that same concept and applying it to the water on this page. I think it will look really, really cool. So yeah, that's marked as well, even though that one's not unicorn, but I think the two of them together, yeah, it's 2 pages, but they can come together really quickly sometimes. And I love mythographic, and I need to show this book some love, so yeah, because that's another unworked book. And then these two are also unworked books, and I've been itching to do a Christian. I actually had a bunch of pages marked in here for this month, and I just simply haven't pulled it. And that was because the pages I marked were the mermaids, and I wasn't actually as excited to do the mermaids as I thought I was. But there is a unicorn in here, and it's a really gorgeous unicorn. Whoops, no, this one here. And so I was like, ooh, we'll mark that one, because that could be really fun to do. And that's quite a simple page. If I just want something a bit more, I say simple, there's a lot of flowers in the background, which is the part that's putting me off, because I have to be in a very specific mood to colour flowers. However, the way it's also drawn on here, there's nothing stopping me from like painting out the background. If I didn't want to colour the flowers and just have the unicorn, you know, it's my colouring book. I can do what I like, and I really like the unicorn. I don't really like all the flowers, so we'll decide about that, but we could paint around that. And then I did also mark in here the Fairy Scepter page, because I actually really like this page as well. So, and I can see making that sort of glow and have a glow effect from there. And again, lots of glitters, lots of shimmers, lots of fun. So yeah, I did mark Fairy Scepter too, because I was like, I also really like this page. So so that is in, sorry, I just said Crystal Tiger. I didn't even say the title of the book. This is A Colourless Kingdom Volume 1. And then I also have Volume 2. And I also marked the I was about to say scepter. It's not. It's Ethereal Wanderer is the title of this one. And there is a little bit of translucency down the bottom, but then it goes solid up here. But I would really like to try and make this whole thing translucent. I think that would be a really fun challenge to make her appear really ghostly. And just see if I can make her appear sheer. At the very least, I could definitely see making the bottom of this sheer, so it's like definitely ghostly down there, and keeping her solid on top, which could also be quite fun to keep her solid on top and then have her sheer down the bottom. But yeah, I would like to make her quite ghostly. I think it would be quite cool to do that page too. So yeah, I've marked 3 pages in Chris Ortega, but again, I've been itching to work in it, so. And then we get into the things that I have been wanting to work on for me. So you saw a little bit of it, but there's a lot more, because, yeah. Ooh. Okay. Don't fall over. there's a pile. So the first one I have here is Thomas Kincaid Studios Disney Princess Colouring Poster Book. Now, sneak peek of something I have been working on this month. But I've been slowly chipping away at the spread. So I just had the sky done. This month I've done the mountains and started on here. I've still got a little bit of background left to go, but I'm hoping to get to that in the next couple of days. Not rushing it though. It'll get there when it gets there. But I'm really pleased with the progress that's been made on the mountains and the start of this area here. And that was my goal this month, was just to finish off the background. So very close to finishing off the background. If I don't get back to this by the end of the month, I'm also not worried. Like, I'm so happy with the progress that's been made so far. But next month, I would like to work on the midground, which is basically this section here. So the castle and all the pathways here, and then the little bit of the hint of the villages and Gaston coming up the hill here. So up to basically the edge of the balcony. I would like to get that section all finished off, and that would be the midground done and the background done, and then it's just all this sort of foreground stuff over here, which of course is the biggest part of it, but I'm just breaking it up section by section and slowly working away on it, and I do really love how it's progressing. So yeah, it doesn't matter if I don't rush it. The goal next month again isn't to finish it. It would just be to make a bit more progress on it and just work a little bit away at it. Because this is not easy colouring for me. This is a lot of thinking. It's a lot of mixing of media. It's a lot. So I love how it's progressing though. So yeah, I want to keep working away on that one. Right, I have Precious Planet by Millie Mariotta. Millie Mariotta, the last couple months, I have been deep diving her collections and I have been thoroughly enjoying it. This month I've been working a lot in Secrets of the Sea. So yeah, I was like, well, let's change books for next month at the very least. So I chose Precious Planet. This is a new one in my collection. I do have one page that will be done that you'll see in April. We're May's completed pages, but I've marked a couple for June. So the first one is this page here, which is just flowers and leaves, but I can see doing my Ganzai Tambi mottled background with a bit of iridescent and then pulling out my paints and painting this page, which is a technique that I've done a few times in Millie Mariotta and I absolutely love it. I've got both paint pens and acrylic paints that I can pull out. But I can see doing that here, and this is the perfect one for painting because we've got lots of background room. It's quite a simple image, and I can see potentially painting this page, which they're very fun when I paint them. So yeah, that's one that I have marked. Then the other one that I have marked is this iguana page, and it's the same idea. We've got that big empty background space. We've got one that hasn't got a pattern and one that has. So I would probably paint them the same because it's just a reverse image. Either paint pens or acrylic paints over a watercolor background. And I think it will look really, really effective again too. So those are the two that I've marked. In all honesty, I will probably do a heck of a lot more. But those are the two that I have my eye went to when I was flicking through the book and went, oh, yep, these two. And obviously painting is the mood for it right now. So yeah, so that's Millie Mariotta's Precious Planet. Right. Leon's Journey. I love this book. I absolutely adore it. So I have one that I'm working on this month. Sneak peek. There's also a video that went up about bokeh backgrounds for this one here. So I do have, I'm hoping to get to finish this because it's very close to being finished. But if I haven't, I'll just carry on with that one. And then I also have this one. I'm sitting here ready to go. I have been asked to film a fur tutorial and there is a chinchilla here. So it's like I could do a chinchilla fur tutorial. It's basically drawing in every little stroke of fur. But then, yeah, I was looking and I also really love this page. There is actually a group for Leon's Journey and I don't know who organizes it. So I was half contemplating joining it because I know that was a page that they either did this month or last month. I think this month's page was that one. And then they did the bunny page recently too. So yeah, yeah, I haven't marked any because I've got 2 whips in here, so either of those. But in all honesty, if I start something new, I start something new as well. I love this book. Like, that spread there is gorgeous. So yeah, I'll see how I feel, but I definitely want to pull out Leon's Journey again. Right, speaking of cats, I forgot my own. This one is a group one. It's my own group. Yep, whoops, my bad. But yeah, this is Naoko Nesso's Story of Precious Cats. And I absolutely love this book, and I have a little Instagram group for it. And this is the page that the group chose. So I have not made a start on it, but I always do my pages for 2 months, especially with this book. But also I don't like to colour in the same book month after month usually, so it's quite nice to take a break and then come back to the book. So yeah, so this is the page that is chosen for this month. However, as you can see by the tabs up the top, I'm very behind. I've got this Halloween whip to still finish off. I've got the characters sleeping in the bed here. I've got there's a Christmas page as well. I think it's the one after here or before here. There's like that one there. That should technically have a bookmark, because that one was chosen for the group. As I said, I've still got the Halloween page, the pool summer page, this bubbles page. Yeah, so I did at least finish off a whip this month, so one less, but at the very least I'd like to at least get this month's page done, if not a few more pages done in Naoko Neko Story of Precious Cats. Oceans to Stars by Lydia Fenwick, another favourite book in my collection. I adore this book so much. And so I've been working my way through the Earth section, where we have the portraits. And I've been approaching these all with the same technique, where I use Inktense pencils to colour the whole spread. Just going to skip that one because that's a sneak peek of this month's. But yeah, I love how they've been turning out, and I don't know, something about Lydia's portraiture just really captures me. So I'm going to carry on with another one in here. So I know Gemini is technically what the month is. However, Gemini wasn't calling out to me, but what was calling out to me was Cancer. And I could see the colorway of the Cancer page as well. So I think I'm going to look at doing Cancer. I did also mark Virgo, because I can also see Virgo. So yeah, I just need to research the flowers, chrysanthemum and sapphire, or the Cacalia lily and moonstone, and just decide which one. Because I've also been asked to film a tutorial on how I do the color palettes for these pages, the color map, if you were, and how I go about creating this. So yeah, I'll just decide which one will be better for creating color map. I might even just do both of them, to be honest, and set up the palettes for both of them, because there's nothing wrong with having the palettes ready to go. Sagittarius is pretty cool too. But yeah, I think those two are the two that scream out to me. Aquarius is also cool. I mean, they're all cool. I love them all, really. But yeah, I think those two are the two that I've kind of settled on, is Cancer and Virgo. Don't know if I'll get to both of them because it takes me a while, but we'll see how we go. So that's Oceans to Stars by Lydia Fenwick. And then the last 2 books I pulled out for me. It's more Kirby. It's more Kirby. Yeah, I don't know. I already know that this is a lot to commit to, but I also know I could do all this. So it's feasible for me to do all this in a month. So, but this is what I've been feeling like doing. These are the things that I keep on feeling like going, I want to color in it. I want to color in it. So yeah, that's why I'm like, okay, let's color in it then. So in Alien Worlds, the page that I would like to do is another double, because I love my Kirby doubles, but it is this spread here. So this is the introduction to the Future Technology Planet. And as you can see by this one here, I have a very specific theme, which is sort of cyberpunk neons. And so I want to take what I've done here and translate it across here. I have my color palettes here, which these are all in Prismacolor. Now, the thing that is holding me back here is that multiple of these are very, very small. And so I am not going to be able to complete this page without getting at least one more of every single one of these colors, because most of them are quite small. And even the ones that aren't small, we're using so much of them. And like, I need to get multiple whites and black. So yeah, a lot of my Prismas are getting really small, and I'm just going to have to somehow next month bite the bullet and get some Prismas and somehow budget them in. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, so that's the part that is going to basically prevent me from doing this. It's the whole reason I haven't started doing it yet, is because I need to get Prismas, but I really want to color this page, so I'm just like, I'm going to have to bite the bullet and go ahead and buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17. There's 17, plus if I got extra white and black, 18, 19. And then, in all honesty, because I like round numbers, I could take that up to 20 by throwing in another color, like another one of the blues, like the indifferent blue I use so much of anyway. So yeah, and at $4 a pencil, that's $80. So we'll see. I'm trying. But that's the big thing. Once we get the funds and we can get more pencils, then we're going for it. I basically just need a whole new set of Prismas, to be honest. Most of my Prismas are pretty nub-like, but I love them. And I love how that's presenting. So I did think about doing this one or this one, but yeah, the double's just calling to me, so that's what I've bookmarked in Alien Worlds. And then the final Kirby is Mythomorphia. This book is so close to being completed. I have 8 pages across 6 spreads. It is so close to being completed, and then I can look at rebinding it, which I'm so excited for. Figuring out how to do a rebind. Now, I know it's not going to be this spread here, because this is going to be the very last spread in the book. I have a plan for this one, and the plan kind of makes it like a nod to the book and everything we've done in the book. So I really want to do this one last as a special last page in the book. But I have the troll. I think that's the troll or the mountain. I don't know. I have this one here, which I could see doing. I mean, it's a lot of grays and greens, and I don't know. I might have to add in something to the background here, but maybe that one. I haven't decided on the exact page. I'm just going to wait until the day that the mood takes me and then go for it. So we have the ogre here. I've seen this one done in neons. It was actually really cool. But that's not my plan. I don't have a plan right now. I have a plan for none of these. We have the Sphinx. Again, I have no plan. And that's the reason why these ones are left, because these are the ones that have no plan. So I just have to figure out something. Maybe do some research and find like a color palette or something that works, and just sit down and go for it. Yeah, that was the second of the doubles. Nubis. Again, just no ideas. No ideas, except for maybe lots of golds. Then we have the Arachne. Is that the last one? I'm sure that's the last one. Yeah. So yeah, just no ideas for what to do for those remaining 6, but I've been sitting here itching to work on Mythomorphia, itching to get this book finished, because it would just be so incredible to have this book completed, to then be able to go through and figure out how to protect the pages permanently, like find some spray or something and spray everything down, and then look at doing a rebind. It's a glue bound, so it's going to be interesting, but yeah, I would like to get in there and get a few more Kirby's done. So yeah, those are all the plans that I have for the month of June so far. Knowing me, I'm going to get completely swayed by everyone else's plans and just get uh, completely swayed by in the moment decisions as well. I also have the Little Touch of Color Count series where we do the random draws, so there will be some random picks throughout the month as well. And yeah, as I said, I also colour according to my mood. I'm not a seasonal colourist or anything, so we're heading into winter here. I don't care if I colour winter pages or summer pages or autumn or spring or Christmas or Easter. But I imagine I'm going to be seeing a lot of summer colouring, so it's probably going to tempt me to do more summer colouring. I get swayed very easily, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see what comes about, but I am really excited for all these plans, and hopefully we'll have a wonderful month in June, just like we've had in April and May. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to head off and go and edit this video together. But all the araha to you all. I hope you also have had a successful month so far and are looking forward to a very, very exciting June. And yeah, as I said, all the araha, ka kite, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.